Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get to this podcast off the ground, I had so many questions. How do I record an episode? Where do I find my background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Where do I find the advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. So, if you want to start a podcast, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Hey guys, and yes, I know I've been keeping up with the coronavirus situation for so long, but I decided the show must go on, and of course, social distancing will be until April 30th, but hey, at least the show must go on. Yeah, welcome to DC Monday, however. I just want to save course, usually in my silly persona, but I got no topics to talk about right now with the COVID-19 outbreak that's been going on. But, there we go. This is involving the DC animated movie universe, which of course, it's at its end of an era. And the end is Justice League Dark Apokalytic War. Well, it's going to be the sequel to Justice League Dark because of that one character that is mainly the main important part. It's John Constantine, voiced by Constantine himself, not Keanu Reeves, but Matt Ryan, from the short-lived NBC TV show Constantine, and Legends of Tomorrow from the DCW, from the Arrowverse, which has evolved TV shows on CW. And like I say, the John Constantine, that's how I see it, But it's been confirmed that this one is going to be the last of the DC animated movie universe. Although non-canonically of being Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Batman and Scooby-Doo and Batman, and Batman Beyond. That's non-canonical, and of course, the one I didn't get a chance to see, that because after what I saw there, Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans, because I've already stopped watching Cartoon Network because I came back to it just for Steven Universe Future, which is of course a really, really powerful conclusion of the miniseries, because it focuses less on hilarity. Well, there's a bit of hilarity, but it mainly focuses on the drama, including of course, the curious case of Steven Universe. Well, part of it was kind of a sort of a reference to a curious case of Benjamin Button. But although I do want to say, of course, yeah, like I say, I do want to say, of course, this is unfortunate because we got some most notable things like Justice League. Well, some are hit or miss. I mean, I watched The Killing Joke, which is of course the first R-rated animated film. They include Barbara's unfortunate end as Batgirl when Joker shot her in through the spine. And of course, exact representation from from the comic. But unfortunately for the beginning of her time coming in as Batgirl, however, and not so great, to be honest. But at least, that's as I say, it's a hit or miss. And of course, Teen Titans with Damian Wayne. Well, that one could be a hit or miss too. But yeah, because with Brother Blood being the main villain of that film, which includes Terra and the Titans. Well, Damian Wayne is the new Titan because Dick Grayson is now Nightwing. And I'm just pretty bummed out. Oh, there's some more I do want to mention, like Suicide Squad, Assault on Arkham, which is of course there might be some connection to the Arkham game series, and there's Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay, which is I haven't get a chance to see it, but I do want to mention the Suicide Squad Hell to Pay villain is of course I forgot the name of it, and then there's the Reverse Flash from Justice League Paradox Point, where he was the last time we saw the villain, he was killed by Batman, Thomas Wayne. Well, in the Flashpoint Paradox, Bruce Wayne is the one who gets gunned down, not his parents. Yeah, and not his parents. That's a Flashpoint Paradox. And the Batman or Thomas Wayne just shot him. But we couldn't see the gunshot because it's keep it PG-13. And then Hell to Pay was rated R. Well, yeah, I mean there's nudity on there. It's just anime film, however. But back to the demise of Flashpoint Paradox. Yeah, and we didn't get to hear him say F me because of the no. It's a film's PG-13. And then we got to see he got a bullet through his head. Means he died. He died from a bullet to the head. It's see-through. And there's Gods Among Us, which is a different kind of Justice League, however, which is of course some of the adversaries. Well, the bloodline of the adversaries are the heroes. Like you got the Superman. Well, it's not Clark Kent or Kal-El, but the son of General Zod. And you got Batman and Wonder Woman. They act more like vigilantes than then it wants to protect the citizens, you know? And that's how am I saying, of course, is so we just, you know, be grateful. Oh, and, oh yeah, but do you remember the time that Gotham by Gaslight was supposed to happen as a video game? To be the first ever M-rated Batman game, right before Arkham Knight. But however, it's because of, you know, but the game was unfortunately canceled. Yep, like I say, the game was canceled and it did not get a treatment right before the Batman Telltale series, and Arkham Knight got the ESRB label to be M for mature. But it did turn into a movie, however, with that, and the film was rated R. From the critically acclaimed book, comic book, where Batman goes to England and is trying to look for the notorious serial killer of London, Jack the Ripper, to see who it is. If who's is slaughtering all the women, you know. But speaking of, we do get um, Batman Ninja, which is of course though kind of a controversial thing because you know there's a mixed reviews. However, Batman becoming an anime does not work. But I do want to end on a high note. However, oh yeah, with Batman with Batman Hush, which of course focuses on Thomas Elliot, who was a childhood friend of Bruce Wayne until that one day, of course. Yeah, and he got a bad accident, of course, and then hides, and then he was bandaged up, and he becomes a professional criminal known as Hush, which is, of course, the most interesting thing. Ooh, biscuits. Oh, sorry, I was just watching I was watching a DQ commercial with the mini biscuits and the chicken tenders with gravy. But hey, at least it's, I just do want to end it on a high note. But so, I'm gonna do some animation news on that later on. I'm gonna, stay where I've been for so long. And that's gonna do about it for me, guys. And I hope to see you guys next time.